Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night beauty hacks. We are glad you are here, glad you're joining us. This is going to be a lot of fun. Go ahead and comment below that you are here. That way, your consultant knows that you have found us and we are in the right place and you're in the right place. We're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves while y'all are commenting and letting us know that you are here. I am Lana Hartzog, sales director outside of Houston, Texas. And this is one of my favorite events. We've only done this one other time, and this is a lot of fun. And so I'm excited you're joining us. Ashley?
Hi, y'all. My name is Ashley Boudreau. I'm a sales director here from Houma, Louisiana, and I am so excited to be on with y'all tonight and basically teach y'all some new tricks that you might not have known before.
Perfect. Kara?
Hello, ladies. I'm Kara Kirk. I am from the Katy, Texas area, and I'm super excited to be here with y'all tonight. Beauty hacks are so much fun. They're always like a big aha moment. So I'm excited to share some new stuff with y'all.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yes,
last but not least, I was just ready to go. I am Tanya Newsom. I live in North Dallas. I am also a sales director and so excited to have fun with y'all. It's going to be fast and furious, but be ready. Take notes. Keep track of all your favorite hacks.
Good tip. Definitely grab something to write with. So the way tonight's going to work is we are going to share with you our 5 favorite beauty hacks. We're going to give you regular pricing of products. And then at the end, we do have some specials. And so make sure that you are interacting with us, commenting. You're going to go into a drawing for some free products. The more you comment, the more chances you have to win. And so I am going to go ahead and get started. Let me make this where you are seeing me. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to give you this isn't really beauty hack number 1, but this is kind of the most important. So you want to make sure that you have cleaned your face and moisturized your face. The hacks that we're going to be sharing tonight are going to be beauty. So a lot of makeup tips and tricks, and having moisturized skin is your number 1 most important thing. So make sure that each morning before you do your makeup, you moisturize, you've done your skincare, because that's going to make all of these hacks work better. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. I'm going to add Ashley back in here. So Ashley is sharing hack number 1. So it's all you, Ashley.
Thanks, Lana. So yes, in order for your makeup to look good too, you want to make sure that you have good, nice, clear skin. And so the key to that is going to be our first hack, which is our Breakout Duo. So these 2 products are part of our Clear Proof line. So what you want to use first is this little guy here. So this is our Clear Proof Acne Control Toner. And so this has 2% salicylic acid in it. So basically what this does is helps to suck out all the gunk that's stuck in your pores that's causing breakouts. Now, the best way to apply this is you don't have to apply it on your whole face. Pretty much, you only want to put this where you're oily, so in your T-zone. And the best way to apply it would be with using a Q-tip. So in a spot where you know you have a breakout, like I know this morning I had one up here somewhere. So what you want to do is take that Q-tip, put the toner on it, and apply it on those spots where you know you have a blemish that's out or one that's trying to come out. So right on those blemishes. And then another important tip too is to put it, like I said, just kind of in your T-zone. You don't have to put it all over though. The best place to put it is just kind of like on your nose. So the corners of your nose, if you know you get really oily there. You can even do a little bit on your chin if you find yourself breaking out a lot in that spot too. So like I said, this is going to help to suck out all that gunk that's in your pores because of the salicylic acid that's in there. So after you put that on, you don't want to put your second step on right away. You kind of want to fan your face, let it dry for about a minute or 2. Once it's dry, that's when we're going to use this little guy. So this is our acne treatment gel. So this is a spot treatment. This has the benzoyl peroxide in it. That's going to dry out your blemishes. So this you wouldn't use so much for blackheads. For blackheads, you would stick to our charcoal mask because that's going to dig in deep. Those blackheads are really deep in the pore, so the charcoal mask gets it out. This works best with those pesky whiteheads that you get. So if you have a breakout somewhere, so like where I had mine up here this morning, this is what I use to help basically get rid of it very quickly. So the benzoyl peroxide is going to dry out those areas where you have a blemish. So this, again, does not need to go on your whole face, just where you have those breakouts. It'll dry it out really quick. And typically within 2 to 3 days, those things are gone. So that is your first or your second hack, our Clear Proof Toner and our acne treatment gel.
I'm muted. Sorry, I was talking. I was saying I love the acne treatment gel. I am not someone that gets tons of breakouts, but that acne treatment gel is like my go-to. So that one definitely is our hack number one, our breakout duo, which is that Clear Proof Toner and the acne treatment gel. Thank you, Ashley. Okay. Next up, y'all, we are moving on to hack number 2, which is our liquid contouring. And we're going to add Kara in. She is going to take it over and tell you all about easy contouring.
Okay, ladies, I'm super excited about this. Now, I've got a little mirror off to the side, so I'm going to try my best to keep where you can see me, but I can see what I'm doing too. So, I've not done a ton of liquid contouring, but this is actually the easiest way to do it. I usually do powders, and I actually like this method, so I think it's really interesting. So the contour portion, I'm going to actually use our CC cream, and this is one of our liquid foundations. So I actually have my all over base foundation on right now, which is our Timewise 3D. My shade is beige N170. I think I said that right. I might have it a little off, but I'm beige. I think I'm beige N170. That's what I put on. And then this is our CC cream. Our CC cream comes in 5 shades. And so I always say go about 2 shades darker than what your like base foundation would be. And so this I'm using deep because I'm normally I'm very light to medium. Yeah, I'm usually light. And so this would be 2 shades darker than that. So that's kind of a good little rule of thumb there. So what you're going to do is I'm going to take this CC cream and then I'm going to take our blending sponge. Sorry, it's kind of dark. You can't see, but this is our blending sponge. Okay. I've already dampened it. So if you've never used one of these blending sponges before, you want to dampen them before you use them. I did not know that when I first started using these, but you'll get it wet. And that's going to make it expand, and it just allows the foundation to like repel off of the sponge instead of soak into the sponge. So that's kind of why you want to do that. And then it helps you blend a little better with a little bit of dampness. So I get it wet, squeeze it out real good. I even squeeze mine into a towel to help make sure it's not like too wet. And so this is what you're going to do. I take the CC cream, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip of this. I don't want to get too much. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of dab it with my finger first too. And so all your little contour zones, and I'm just going to do half of my face. So hopefully y'all can kind of see this with 1/2 done and 1/2 not done and see that difference. But I'm just going to dot up here around my brow bone. I'm going to dot underneath my blush line. I'm going to need a little more. I wiped too much off. Hold on, guys. I'm trying not to get too much, and then I didn't get enough. So I'm going to need a little bit underneath where my blush line would be. And then I'm going to just squirt some on this. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. And then you can do a little bit along your jawline if you want to. Okay. And so I know that's like really a lot right now. And so we're going to blend it. So don't worry. I'm not going to make y'all, this is not like clown contouring here. Don't worry. And so you just want to blend really, really good with the sponge. And that's what's so cool with the liquid contouring is it's really movable. And so you can, especially with this damp sponge, you can really blend it well. That way, if you feel like you've gotten it a little too dark or whatever, it's really easy to just tone it down to kind of get that look you're going for, that definition, because that's what the contouring is going to do, is give you that definition. And so I've got a little bit too much here on my jawline, so you can even wipe some of that off, but you just want to blend that in. Take my earring out of the way here. Okay, and so, okay, hopefully y'all can kind of see what's going on here. I kind of feel like, all right, so y'all see like that definition in the half of my face with that contouring, okay? And then you want to add the highlighting in. And so you can do the highlighting with our concealer, which is really cool. And so I would suggest very light on the concealer. And so just kind of hitting the areas that you typically would want to highlight. I'm going to take this concealer and just kind of start it in those areas. I'm going to do my nose too, just so we can see that part. And then sometimes right here. Right here. Okay, so you want to kind of just spread that out in these areas. I'm actually going to add a little bit here to just, I like to add a little underneath my contour line too sometimes. And so then you just want to go to the opposite side of your sponge and then just start blending in those highlighting areas. Okay. Just slowly pat, dab, stipple is another thing you can call it, okay? And this is just what the highlighting is gonna do is just brighten up those areas. And this is where you're gonna really see that definition come into play when you've got the highlighting and the contouring side by side. I hope my lighting is showing y'all this okay. I can definitely see it, but I hope that y'all, I like to more just smooth this one even, kind of blend them so you can kind of see that difference. Okay, hopefully y'all see those differences compared to this side, but that's how you can really see it, I feel like, in the forehead area too. But that's how you can really add some definition and do what's called liquid highlighting and contouring with our CC cream and our concealer. So our CC cream, like I said, go about 2 shades darker than your normal shade. I'm trying to show you all this. And so I used deep because I'm normally light. And then very light on the concealer. Our concealers are 16, our CC creams are 22, and these awesome blending sponges are $12. These are a must-have. So
Looks
good.
good.
Y'all see it? I hope y'all can see it.
Yeah. And when you're looking straight on, Kara, like that side of your face actually looks thinner looking straight on. So, I mean, you can definitely see how that just removed like 10 pounds from your face, at least that one side. So
well, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So that was hack number 2. We're going to move on to hack number 3. I mean, who wouldn't want to look younger, you know? So here we go. Let's add Tanya in, and she's going to teach y'all how to look younger.
Yes, looking younger with your blush. And so first of all, you are going to start with an amazing product. I have a lot of light there, but these are our Chroma Fusion blushes. They are a powder blush, which we do have another option. You can contour with these as well and highlight with these. But Kara just showed us that amazing contouring and highlighting with our liquid. And so as she showed, you would do that under your cheek. So you would have contoured here. So we're going to do our blush right above that. And so what we're looking for, what I'm going for tonight, is a nice chiseled look. Now I have a round face. So if you've got like a round face or a heart-shaped face, you may tend to start your blusher here and pull out. But what we want to do, I'm going to take this golden copper here and just load up my cheek brush. And you just want to start, I'm going to look at my mirror here. You want to start at your hairline and pull down. Just drag it down and chisel your face there. And so you would picture, I didn't contour, I should have contoured, but you would have your contour, and then you would take that cheek color and just kind of drag that down to get that chisel effect. Start up at your hairline and drag that down to get your chisel effect. See that difference there? And then that just adds youth to your face. And so our Chroma Fusion blushes are $14. The brush is $14. And yeah, we have amazing options for you. And actually a cool thing about ours, our cheek colors, is they are formulated, expertly formulated for any skin tone. So you can pretty much use any one of these. And they are, we like to say they have a life-proof formula, so you can wear them through work, workouts, like all day long. And so that is the life hack in itself.
Right, exactly.
So they're amazing.
That's so good. And same thing with you. Looking at you straight on, you can totally see just the more life in that side of your face. And just
exactly.
Yeah, it is. I love it. Thank you, Tanya. Perfect. Okay, we are going to keep going, y'all. This next one, we're moving on. If you are one of my oily friends, we're going to talk about how to stop the oil. And Ashley is going to join us for that.
All right. So what we have is our foundation primer, and then also our makeup finishing spray. So these two products for sure are part of my routine every single morning. And so the first step that we're going to use is our foundation primer. So this does have an SPF of 15 in it. So that's going to give you some additional sun protection outside of what your moisturizer should already be giving you. And so if you're not using one of our Mary Kay moisturizers that have SPF in it, I highly recommend that as well. So what you're going to do is basically all you need is just a tiny amount to go on. This you can use on your whole face. And so see, I typically use about this much and basically just spread it all over. So on your forehead, especially in your T-zone where you tend to get more oily. And so what this is going to do is this is going to add a protective layer on your skin. So that way, whenever you go to put your foundation on, your foundation is not getting stuck inside of your pores. This is going to keep your face nice and clean to stop blemishes from occurring, because now your foundation is not going inside of your pores. It's going, just gliding very smoothly right on top. And so the next thing that you're going to do, even before you put your foundation on, because I am one of those oily skin girls, after I put on my eye primer and my foundation primer, I spray our Mary Kay finishing spray. So even before I put my foundation on. And so this you just spray all over. So I typically go in an X formation and then in a T. And so what this is going to do is this is going to help to give your makeup that mattified look, because if you don't like the shiny look, then this is going to be your key to helping fix and making sure you don't end up getting that shiny look just throughout the day. But this too, you can also keep in your purse just to apply throughout the day too. If you're feeling like you're getting a little bit shiny, you can reapply this as many times as you want. But typically I'll put on my primers first, then our finishing spray, do my foundation, all that good stuff. And then after I put on my foundation, I'll spray this again at least 1 or 2 more times just to help set that makeup even further. So your foundation primer is going to be a good tool to set your makeup, and your finishing spray.
Great tips, Ashley. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. We are going to move into our final hack. And it is going to be all about adding a little shimmer to that face. And I'm going to add Tanya in here, and she is going to take it away.
Okay, this is a fun one. So I have our mineral eye colors here, our Chroma Fusion eye colors here. And we have several shimmer shades. So this is a really fun hack because say you don't have a highlighter or you ran out of highlighter or something like that, you can interchange some of our existing products like your eyeshadow palette. Take your palette, grab your favorite shimmer shade, and do this trick. And so I am going to take Candlelight, which is this one here for me. And what you do is you just scrape a little bit off. So I'm going to get some of that. Oops. Put that on the back of your hand, okay? And you can make your own shimmer with our Naturally Oil. Y'all, I got too much ring light happening over here. This is our Naturally Oil. It is amazing. It has honeysuckle, vitamin E, olive oil. It's great for, you can mix it with your moisturizer. It's really great moisturizing. And then you can also take a little bit and do this fun trick. So we're just going to take a little drop of that. And then mix that on the back of your hand. Let me turn this light off. Let me see. Let me just do that. You'll see better. Put a little bit of that on the back of your hand. And then you just, let's do this. Let me do this cheek. You just add it to your cheek. So you can add it here. And tap that in. We're going to play musical lighting here. Tap that in. Another fun place to put that is if you want to put it in your inner tear duct. Like, how cute is that? Oh my gosh. I'm getting turned around. And then let me do my other, let's see, which one have I done? This one. Get it rubbed in. You can also use a blending sponge to get in the corner of your eye there. But it's your own highlight. You want to highlight your Cupid's bow. Do a little highlight down your nose. I love it. Isn't that fun? That's it. You just tap it in above. So we gave you a couple options for highlight.
You look so fancy.
Isn't that fun?
Shimmery. Yeah, that is fun.
That.
And I love that it's like a dewy highlight and not like, oh my gosh, her face looks oily. Like there's a big difference. And so that is definitely the way to go. So love it, love it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and add everyone back in. I hope that y'all learned some stuff tonight. We do have some specials for you. I know I always love a good special, and so I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. I want to share this so you can see it. These are tonight's specials. So we have the Breakout Duo that Ashley shared. So that toner and acne treatment gel that's regularly $25 for the set is only $19 tonight. The contouring that Kara showed you, the CC cream, the concealer, and the sponge, regularly $50, only $39 tonight. Your blush and blush brush, the Look Younger set that Tanya shared, regularly $28, only $21 tonight. And then Ashley, Stop the Oil for all my oily friends, the primer and finishing spray, regularly $38, only $29. And then finishing it up with Tanya's Shimmer Time set, which is the nourishing oil and the eye color, regularly $56, only $42 tonight. So those are your specials. your consultant will share that with you. And then we do, remember I told you we're going to be giving away some products tonight. And so all of your comments are getting you entered into that drawing, but then we do have a survey we need you to fill out tonight. And so your consultant is going to send you a survey along with those specials so you can look at it. The survey is super simple. It's what you thought. Did you have fun? All of the things. We really just want your opinion on tonight. And so you'll go into the drawing when you fill that out tonight before you go to bed. That's also how your consultant gets credit. But that is what we need for you tonight, or from you tonight. And then we do have one other special thing. So Kara and Ashley are actually going to stay on tonight and share a little bit about our pink world. And so this is really cool. If you have just a couple more minutes, I know some of you might need to go. That's totally fine. But if you have a couple more minutes and you're able to stay on, we're going to give away one of those beauty hack sets that we talked about tonight to someone that stays on and listens and shares their opinion at the end. And so this is great training for your consultants. It just helps them out. You may or may not be interested in learning more, but it's always good to know, like, what is the company like where you get your products from? Even if you would never have a Mary Kay business, it's totally fine. But if you are able to stay on, you will go into that special drawing. And so Tanya and I are going to tell y'all goodbye, and I'm going to turn it over to Kara and Ashley, and they will finish us up tonight. So y'all have a great night, and girls, we're turning it over to you.
Bye, friends.
All right. Hey, Ashley.
Hey.
Okay, so I figured what would be really fun to do tonight for everybody that stays on, which first of all, thank you. We promise we will not keep you long. We just wanted to share a few fun things with you. So I thought first, Ashley, we could just give them a little bit about, like, a real quick snippet about why we started Mary Kay, because I know both of our stories are a little bit different, and that's what's so interesting. So why don't you give us yours, and then I'll share mine.
Sure. Okay, so I've been doing Mary Kay for 3 years now. And so whenever I had signed up, I had just started working. I'd been working full-time at my job for about 6 months, so about half a year. I work full-time as a speech language pathologist. And so with that job came a master's degree. And typically with a master's degree usually comes a whole lot of student loan debt. So I was staring at about $74,000 in student loan debt. And just from working that half a year, I was like, okay, there is no way that I'm spending 10 plus years just making minimum payments on this debt that I have. Because I was like, there's stuff that I want to do with my life and with my money besides pay student loans. So I knew I couldn't do that just with my full-time job alone. And so actually my boss, who I had at the time, gave me a Dave Ramsey book to read. And so that book was The Total Money Makeover. If you follow me on Facebook, or if we're friends on Facebook, you always see me sharing what I call Uncle Dave posts, because that is basically, that book is what convinced me that I needed my own side hustle. And so that side hustle that I chose was Mary Kay. And so just from doing this for the last 3 years, I mean, Mary Kay has helped me to pay by now at least close to $20,000 off of my student loan debt. So that in itself has just been amazing and such a game changer for me too, and changing, like, just being able to change my financial situation in such a short amount of time. And so that's really how I got started with this business. I was a customer before for about 3 or 4 years. And so it's just really changed, like, everything in my life, financially, personally, just since then from doing that.
That's so awesome. I love hearing your story. Every time I'm like, oh, yay, I love her story. So, well, I will give you a little bit about mine. And then, Ashley, I figured I have just a few questions that I feel like are some common questions that we get. And so I thought we'd just kind of take some of those and answer them, because sometimes people just don't ever get the chance to ask them. And so it's a good time to just throw them out there. So we'll do that afterwards, and then we will let these ladies go. So for my story and why I got started, I've been in almost 4 years. So this May will be my 4-year anniversary. And I cannot believe that when I say it out loud. It's gone by so fast. But whenever I joined, so I am currently a mama of 3 boys. And so they are 7, 5, and 1. And when I joined, I did not have the 1-year-old, obviously. My 5-year-old was about 7 months old, I think. And so I always tell people I was in postpartum hell whenever I started Mary Kay, and I was probably not a person you wanted to know. I wasn't in the best space, and I was just struggling. And I was a former corporate girl. I'm a CPA, so I worked in the corporate world prior to kids. And so I was former like corporate America working person gone stay-at-home mom, which is definitely what I wanted to do. But I also was just kind of drowning in this like I was with kids. I needed something more. I was just kind of, I wasn't fulfilled completely. I knew there was just something else I needed. And, but I didn't want to have to go back to my corporate job. And so, Mary Kay presented itself to me. I'd been watching some of my friends be successful with it, and it just piqued my curiosity. And so I was like, you know what, why not? Let's see if I can have this flexibility that I need to be able to be home with my kids and then still bring some money into the family. And honestly, the money's been great, but more so than that, y'all, like it's that flexibility and the friendships and the environment, because I was in a place in my life that I really, really needed some positivity and just a place where I can clear my head and feel like I can have some like self growth and things like that. I really needed that. And so Mary Kay's provided that for me. And so, you know, like I said, the money's been great, but if the money stopped tomorrow, I would stay plugged into Mary Kay just because of that environment and the friendships and just what it's brought to me from that perspective too. And then that flexibility. I don't miss anything with my kids. I'm able to work this business whenever I want to around their lives. And I'm married to a very busy attorney husband with crazy hours that are just unpredictable. And we want to be able to drop everything when he is free. And so this business has allowed me to do that because I can make my own schedule. So that is my story. And so very different from Ashley's. And so I like people to hear that. I like people to see that like this isn't just for one person, and it can fill so many different needs for people. So, okay, Ashley, I'm going to just throw out a few of our most popular questions. Okay. So the one that I feel like I get a lot is how, like, can you do this job with another job? And how do you weave it all in without feeling like you don't have time for, like, without feeling like all you do is work Mary Kay, or without feeling like you don't have a life, I guess.
Right. So you can absolutely work this job with another full-time job. I did it before. Like I said, whenever I first signed up, I was working a full-time job. I actually left that full-time job. So I stopped doing speech therapy for a year, and I'm just getting back into doing speech therapy full-time again. And so you can absolutely weave Mary Kay in wherever it is that you want it to fit into your life. And so one of my favorite things that I heard whenever I first started questioning about whether or not I should sign up is that basically you don't have to make your life fit into Mary Kay. You make Mary Kay fit into your life. And so basically that just means like putting it in those little pockets of time that you want to fill with other things to do besides sitting and binge watching Netflix. Like if you have a certain night of the week where you like to binge watch Netflix, by all means keep that, and then just work your Mary Kay wherever it fits into your schedule. And so working Mary Kay too, like part-time, is not actual part-time hours either. So like part-time can be working it 1 or 2 hours a week in Mary Kay, and you'll still make a decent amount of money just from working it for those 2 hours. So I personally know for sure that you can definitely weave this in and out of your schedule. Now, I don't have any children of my own yet, but I know for sure that you can do it either way, full-time job and no kids, or full-time job and kids plus husband, whoever else it is that you take care of.
Awesome. I'm so glad you gave an idea of hours, because that was going to be one of my questions for you, is like, what are the hours? And so Ashley's so right. I would say that part-time level is that, 3 hours a week-ish, 3 to 5 even. And that is just so doable when you think about, what is it how many hours are in a week? I'm gonna have to do math because I'll say it wrong. Is it like 160 or something like that?
Something like that.
I don't know. Well, y'all can do the math, but it's crazy when you think about that. And you plug in everything that you do, sleep, job, all that stuff, how many extra hours you really have. And so it doesn't have to be a ton of time to bring in that extra money to your family. So, well, the next question that I feel like we get a lot is how, I feel like sometimes people are a little nervous to start something new, especially in such an uncertain time that we're in. And so I get that a lot. I feel like I could use this in my life, but everything's so uncertain. And how has COVID and everything going on in the world impacted your business? Y'all, the one thing I can tell y'all about this business specifically is the industry we are in. COVID has been a blessing to us, because if you have not heard about the lipstick effect, that is a term, an economic term that's used when, so basically there are 3 industries that thrive in a recessionary time or an economic downturn or even a pandemic, if you will. And those 3 industries are alcohol, cigarettes, and tobacco. Alcohol, cigarettes, and cosmetics. Cigarettes and tobacco are the same thing. Sorry. Alcohol, cigarettes, and cosmetics. Okay. Those are just things, guys, that the reality is people spend their money on no matter what's going on in the world. And we happened to fall into one of those. And, especially when those brick and mortar stores were having to close down, we really were able to help people. And even today, y'all, people are just still really, really not wanting to get out with things ramping up again. And we're able to provide people what they need when it comes to skincare and cosmetics without them having to leave their house. We have the option to have things on hand where we can deliver it quickly and they're not having to wait a long time. All these companies have these shipping delays because of COVID, and Mary Kay is, even when we're ordering our stuff to give to our customers, they have stayed remarkably fast, through COVID. And so we are just so blessed with that. And so we have actually been a blessing to so many women through this time with the job loss and the furlough and just needing some extra right now. It has actually been a blessing. So that's something that I think people have not quite understood, that I love to share, that COVID is not a reason to steer away from it if you're thinking about it. It's definitely a blessing right now, and it's the right company to get going with if you need a little side hustle. So, well, the last question that I'm going to give you, Ashley, and I feel like it's our very most popular question, is if somebody's sitting here going, okay, well, they've given me some ideas and, this could work for me for several reasons. What would be how would they get started? Is there a cost? What does that look like for somebody?
So this also too, with COVID going on, is a really special, exciting time to sign up and start your Mary Kay business, whether you want to just save a little bit of money or you want to make a little bit of money. Because right now it is still only $30 to get started. And so that is just major. Starting your own business to work from inside your home. I don't know if you know, how much it costs to open up a Starbucks, but it's way more than $30. And so, but you have the potential to basically make your own income, make an executive income just for the start of only $30 right now. And so we do have other options besides that $30 option, where you have the option to get a kit that also comes with products. And then also the option that'll pay for your website and your the little starter kit with products too. But just to open up your own Mary Kay business, it is only $30 right now. And so if you are interested in doing that, for sure, after we hop off of this, definitely let your consultant know, because your consultant knows how to get you signed up. And then two, if you have just other specific questions, she's always available too to answer any other questions that you may have. I feel like I'm missing something else that you asked, but that was it.
No, you did great. And Ashley's so right. Like, we might have planted a few seeds and caused some more questions to come up. So make sure that you reach out, or even pop those questions into the feed. We want to be able to help answer that stuff for you guys. And like Ashley said, there are not many side hustles that you can start, or there are really no businesses out there that you can start for $30 and reap the benefits that this company really can provide. They've been around for 57 years. And so it is a very well-oiled machine, a great business plan. It's a disposable product or consumable product that we sell. And that's always a great thing. If you're going to sell something, sell a consumable product. People wash this down the drain every day and need more. So let your consultant know if you have any questions. And then, like Lana said earlier, we are going to give away one of those bundles we're going to do a drawing for one of those bundles. So if you stayed on tonight, make sure you indicate that in your survey. And then, no one knows I'm doing this, but I'm also the director known for giving stuff away. So they asked me to do marketing and share with you guys about our marketing plan. And so I'm also going to give away some stuff because I like to do that. So anyone that does decide to start their business tonight and get going, whether it's the $30 option or if you want to get the kit, however you want that to look like, you're going to get to pick one of those bundles tonight for free for you as just a welcome gift for joining the Pink Bubble. So again, like I said, I just kind of made that decision. So jump on it. It's not good forever. So as long as you talk to your consultant and you get that agreement into the system and get signed up and all of that by, let's say, 11 p.m. tonight, that gives you an hour and a half. It's super quick to do. It takes 5 minutes. So get off here, do your survey, tell your consultant. If you're in the system by 11 p.m., you're going to get that bundle of your choice tonight for free, whichever one you want that you saw tonight that speaks to you. So that is what we have for y'all. Thank y'all so much for staying on with us, letting us answer some questions. If there's anything we didn't answer, throw it in the comments. Let your consultant know. We'll make sure and get an answer to you. And thank y'all for choosing to spend the evening with us. I hope that y'all got some new ideas and some fun little hacks. And we hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. And Ashley, did I miss anything? Are we good? Okay, well, I'm going to let these ladies go, and y'all have a great evening, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Yes, bye, everyone.